What's up, Captains? It's Sister Citizen. In today's video, I'm going to share a few tips and tricks that I've learned over the past year playing Starfield. Now, if you're a regular member of this community, of course you know most of these tips, but there may be a tip or two you didn't know. And if you're new to Starfield, welcome, Captain. I hope this info helps with your adventures in the space lanes. So, let's get to it. First up, change your vehicle settings. With the release of the new land vehicle, many players were excited to finally have the ability to drive in order to speed up the your travel time while out exploring. But the vehicle controls are a bit sloppy, which will cause the buggy to spin out a lot, especially on frozen terrain. Now, if you're an Xbox, the vehicle will go in the direction you're pointing your left analog stick, which also controls your forward, backward, your brakes, and then the right analog stick will controls which way direction the buggy will go when you're looking. The whole thing is just kind of a mess, and then it makes the whole back end spin out all the time as well. It's just all of the controls are very loosey goosey. One of the biggest complaints about the new vehicle. But if you go into your settings, controls, and then change vehicle controls from flexible to traditional, you'll find the vehicle will be way easier to control. Basically, it will only turn left or right with your right analog stick. So you can still use the right analog stick as a camera when you're fully stopped, but trust me, you'll have way more control, and you'll really minimize your spinouts, and the vehicle will be a lot funner to drive. Now, I don't know if this helps on PC, people who use mouse and keyboard. So you know, if you're on PC, you may want to give it a try to see if there's any improvement.
I will let you steer.
Next up, use aim to traverse. Speaking of fast ways to travel, if you're not into using the buggy, but you want another way to get between POIs, or if you want to traverse over cities really quickly to avoid NPCs, pull out a weapon. I suggest using a pistol. It'll give you more speed, but what you want to do is you want to run and then double jump, and then when you're in the air, you want to press forward on your left analog stick and your left trigger at the same time. And then doing this will make your character hover and glide like really super fast. And then you just need your right analog stick to control your direction, like which way you're gonna, which way your character will go. Now, in order to do this, you'll need at least rank 3 in your boost pack assault training. This will unlock the ability to hover while you're aiming. And I would also suggest maxing it out to rank 4 because it'll slow time by 70%. And then you want to have your boost pack training to rank 4 as well. This will give you the max boost fuel. Like it'll fill up your boost pack like to the max of fuel. And the fuel is what your pack uses to keep you hovering in the air. I really like using this method because your boost pack fuel refills very fast. So most likely you'll just need to take a couple of steps in between to refill it. Touch the ground a couple of times, a couple of steps, it'll refill, and then it'll fill up again, and then you can hover again for as much as your boost pack is filled. Traversing this way doesn't seem to get you snagged or get caught on rocks or trees, and you just really you also just hover over all of the gas and all the things that's coming out of the ground, the shrubs, all that stuff. You won't get snagged on any of that. So save yourself the amp addiction and use this trick, which is the fastest way to traverse in Starfield, in my opinion. I'm not sure how this will work on PC, but give it a try. Give it a try. Let me know in the comments if it helps, or if it's a finger twister. A what? Enemy scale. There are a couple of mods out there like Dynamic Universe that scale NPCs with your character's level. But if you like your game vanilla and you don't want to use mods, you can basically board ships. Try boarding ships. Enemies you encounter on boarded ships generally scale in level to match your character's level based on your current progression through the game. So try boarding ships for better XP, and it'll also give you like more consistent gameplay. It'll feel more challenging, just depending on where you are in the story. So, make sure try boarding ships. Close your game properly. Now, you want to make sure you completely close out your game after each play session and avoid using quick resume. When your game is in resume mode, so to speak, it has a tendency to accumulate cache data, like temporary files and data that's like stored on your system, so that your system can quickly access the your files that you use a lot, your frequently used information. And if the cache becomes too large, it can cause your game to lag. It can cause loading issues. It can crash your game or cause bugs like NPCs with invisible body parts and gear not showing up when you're loading into your game. That is one of the one of the most common issues. I hear that a lot. So you just got to make sure to close your game out completely. Now, making a hard save, then using the quit option in the main menu, in the Starfield menu, then pressing your Xbox home button on your controller, select Starfield, and then quit will prevent potential issues in the future. You'll completely close out your game. It'll force your cache data to flush, basically, by doing that. Now, when you start your game up again, my rule of thumb is that you should always see the Bethesda opening credits in your game before starting. You should always see the logo and the text and all of that, all of the opening music, like from the very beginning. That's how you know, for the most part, that your cache has been flushed. You may have to do it twice, but that's you'll avoid the problems that you get with the missing body parts and that type of thing. Again, never use quick resume or continue. And when you're loading up your game, always load the hard save you made before you quit. The exit save that the game creates for you when you quit the game, that can also contain data issues. So never load the exit save either. Always load the hard save you made before you exited the game. Hard save, and make sure to completely close out your game every single time. Save your load order. Make sure to always save your load order, which you can do by pressing the back button on your controller and select save load order to Bethesda.net. And then also you want to make sure to wait for the pop-up that says your load order has been saved before you back out. Now, one of the reasons to do this will be included in the next tip, but for this tip, saving your load order to Bethesda.net after each time you add a mod or make a change to your load order will save you a ton of time if you ever get a crash to the Xbox home screen and you can't load into the game. Now, this can happen if there's a conflict between mods or if a mod you just added is broken. If this happens, from your Xbox home screen, highlight your Starfield icon, then press the select button, choose manage game and add-ons, scroll down to save data, then reserve space, which is basically your mod files. Then you want to select clear reserve space. This will completely delete all of your mod files, which will allow you to then you can get back into the game again and then access the Creations Club. When you select your load order, you'll see that everything is missing. Like, it's going to be completely empty, but don't panic. You want to select the back button again, like you did when you saved your load order, but this time select restore load order. And voila, Bethesda.net will re-download all your mods And this is most important, in the order you save them in. So it'll take a few minutes to download all the files, but it will save you a boatload of time from trying to remember which mods you had and where you had them placed. At that point, you can delete or disable the mod that you suspect could be causing you the issue. Also, make sure to like your favorite mods as well by hovering over the mod in your load order and pressing your right bumper. Mod authors spend hours creating content for us players, sometimes for free, and it takes less than 2 seconds just to thank them. Give them a thumbs up and thank them for their hard work. Speaking of thumbs up, if you found any of these tips helpful, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more content like this or never miss a live stream, subscribe. If you have any tips or tricks you'd like to share, put them in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to all of the members who keep the lights on around here. Shout out to Ducky. We'll see you in the next one, Captains. Sanctum, Universum, et Ultra, almost served, all that, whatever your mantra is. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the like button. Peace.